Throughout the coronavirus pandemic and his campaign for re-election, President Trump has focused his promises on reviving the economy while denouncing his Democratic rival Joe Biden's economic approach.
Biden the other day said, no, he'd shut it down. He'd listen to some guy say, and he'd shut it down. We just broke a record on jobs, an all-time record. There's never been 3 months where we've put more people to work, over 9 million people. And again, we're just about ready to break the all-time stock market record. I mean, you look at it, we're just about ready to do it again. And what that means is everything else is going to follow.
Delegates who formally nominated Trump as the Republican presidential candidate say they trust him to grow the American economy.
Before the pandemic hit, the economy was incredibly strong. We had record unemployment. We had, the stock market was making records every day. Across the board, the economy is really strong. And this pandemic is only temporary. It's going to end eventually, and businesses are going to restart. So the question is, who has the experience to rebuild the economy?
He owns like 15 hotels.
Even delegates unable to attend the convention because of social distancing protocols say they don't blame the president for the current state of unemployment.
I don't think people are necessarily blaming the president more than just the shutdown and the nature of COVID.
Some business owners in the hospitality industry in Charlotte, North Carolina, who were depending on the increased revenue from the Republican National Convention, say they still have faith in President Trump's ability to revive the economy.
The economy's doing pretty decent, if you look at it. I mean, with what it has to play with, I think we're in a good place right now from an economic perspective. I love the economic policies that President Trump has. I think President Trump, if he would tweet less, and which I think he's done a fantastic job over the last month and a half.
But workers at hotels, restaurants, and cafes have been hit hardest by the pandemic, with the hospitality industry reporting that more than 1/4 of workers in the industry are unemployed. That accounts for about 1/3 of all job losses in the U.S. economy.
Well, I think the only way I personally feel that we can get the economy back is to shut down the pandemic. So we have to, I think, as a nation, decide that we have to do that first.
President Trump will continue to make his case to the American people as the convention continues virtually throughout the week. Esha, Sarai, VOA News, Charlotte, North Carolina.